Is your internet back working? I don't know. Everything's messed up. So, had some technical difficulties, but I am on now, and that is what is important. However, we do not know if the stream is going to be able to stay up, or if, the internet being all goofy the way it is, if it will not stay up. Tomorrow, remember, tomorrow is Common Club friendlies, but today I am just going to be playing some Tour 6 for those of you who are wanting Tour 6 advice. Feel free to ask any questions as I'm playing. If there's a certain spot on a course where you're like, what were you thinking when you hit this ball, so on and so forth. Okay, right off the bat, one of these new courses for Tour 6, newish, and I am not a huge fan. What's going on, Aaron Stuckey? Good to see you. Flash Gordon, what's going on? Hope you're feeling better, Flash. Alright, so we're going to have to deal with a pretty massive wind here. I'm going to push it all the way over here so it blows all the way over there. Did I adjust it too much, though? That is the question. I guess we'll see. I have a feeling the sand is calling my name. And when I have a feeling, I'm not always right, and I like that about myself. What's going on, Roger? Everyone's filing in the room here. Lisa Marie, yay! Good luck. Hope all runs smooth, and thank you for Tour 6. If I have to jot, I'll be watching the replays. Good day, by the way. Good day, Lisa. Hey, Roger. Says Flash Gordon. Some crazy winds there. He's playing with his basic white ball. So I didn't really do it as I wanted to. Now, on this particular stream, if you see anyone trying to get my attention later on as the room fills up, I'm sure I'll repeat myself. But I'm going to just basically be playing Tour 6 and try to repeat myself, like repeat in my head, like my thought process as I'm shooting. What's up, Mark Rice? Good to see you. Donnie Baker, good to see you. Alright, I forgot to switch my clubs out. I got my Tour 7 clubs in. So, let's see here. We want it at about here, but we're going to move it to about here. And, let's see. That feels a little better for some reason. Oops. I'm not doing too good here. Yikes. Just, there you go. Alright, as long as, we're in, on the fringe area, I'm happy. What's going on, Chris? How you guys doing? Yeah, Mark, I'm not a big fan of the Guardian on Tour 6. This hole, it really doesn't matter, but there's some holes where you definitely want more topspin. And there's not any holes I could really think of where you need to take advantage of all that backspin. But the Guardian is a good club. It's growing on me some. It's not quite in sniper territory yet, but it has a use, Hey, Faith, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by, guys. So, 9.7 mile an hour wind. We're going to go with the full top spin. We're going to back off. Back off me, man. And hopefully this goes in. He's got the easier shot despite landing in the bunker right off the bat.
Listen.
And I'll take it. Apek, Higui, good to see you guys. Definitely paying attention to your wind advice. Can't seem to get it right lately. I haven't really been counting rings too much, Lisa. I'd like to. I've seen some good videos on the wind, but You know, there's just something
Listen,
doesn't
guys,
compute in
my
my mind.
internet randomly goes off.
Oh,
No
wow, I
kidding.
had the easier
Make
shot
sure
there
that the
too.
wyverns are
Unlucky.
fine, okay? Because they might be dying over the fire. Alright, so make sure these baby women don't hatch another
All
baby.
right, so that's our first win.
Yeah.
Does he want a rematch?
I can't
No?
believe you attack
Okay.
wyverns, like, you always eat them.
How do we feel about Golf Clash? I'll give him a smile face. I'm not feeling wonderful about Golf Clash because, there's a few things I'd like to see implemented, but I'm not feeling bad about it. Do you guys get that often? We got Eric Brown in the house. Jim Bob Carter's in the house. Good to see all you guys.
No, they don't attack.
Thanks for stopping by. Just the title should be correct today. I didn't forget to reset the title. Okay, this course is definitely an interesting one. Let's see here. I like to take the way Deb's taken. I like to go in the corner there and go full top spin, full side spin to the right, and full curl to the right is what I generally do. Let's see if she does the same thing. This is kind of a hefty wind. I'm glad that the update made it so we'll both have the same amount of wind. I would have probably put more I'm sorry, not side spin, but she did all right. I like going well past it, but I mean, you never know what you're gonna get. You know when you got the wind in your face like that. So again, full top spin, full to the right, going over as far as I can comfortably go. I don't want to go all the way over because if I accidentally hit it great on the right hand side, I still want it to be able to go. So it looks like I'm aiming right for that sand trap, but it's not. So I'm going to overpower it a little to compensate for the wind. And I hit it great on the left side, so we should be fine. That's right where I want the ball to bounce, and then the side spin and the curl takes it away, and now we're better set up for our second shot than she is. Man, these winds are a lot heftier than what I'm used to. On this course, anyway. These seem like Tour 7 winds. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's see. That's see right here. I feel like I forgot to switch out my clubs again. Yikes. But once again, not at a disadvantage with this one. Definitely have the length.
Passive.
Roger says he thinks this is a tourney hole.
Where's your crap at?
Faith says RJ tournaments 5, 6
Hurry, grab it.
anniversary are lucky. Tournament, about time they do one, says Mark Rice. Yeah, I agree. I think they should have done a New Year one. And I think we would have heard of an update if they were going to be updating anything. Kind of wish that they would update a few things I could think of. But
We have 7 wyverns currently. I'm going to get more.
alright, now you saw where I aimed this. And I aimed it on that far over because of the way the wind was blowing. And hopefully we stay. There we go. Alright. Put that little bit of curl on just to fight the wind. I didn't. Sometimes I end up going off on the, to the right, kind of like where this guy is, except a little further up. So he might actually have an easier shot. I'm not 100% sure. It depends on whether my putter can reach or not. But see, he could be backing that target up way more. This is where I push it, guys. It's all about that. Well, I should say. It's all about that top spin, making your target shrink. You want a more accurate club. And that would have definitely went in. That would have absolutely went in if she would have done the top spin instead of the back spin. Unlucky. Unfortunate. Now let's hope we have better putting than the last time. Don't worry, Deb. I'll give you a rematch opportunity if you want it. And we get the birdie. Tennessee Matt's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us.
What?
You want a rematch, Deb? Yeah, I have a feeling she felt slighted there. So let's see which Tour 6 we get now. It's a cool little profile picture, like a cartoon caricature. And guys, once again, as the room is slightly filling up here, I just want to say, you see how Tennessee Matt typed my name in, and it highlighted it. If there's any questions you have for me, please do that, as I'm going to try to focus on the game as much as possible. Just to give those Tour 6 tips.
Are you a bat skull?
So yeah, this tournament will be interesting. I kind of wish we could practice for it. What is it? If it is 4, 5, and 6, 5 and 6 ain't even in the friendlies. I don't know. I don't want to drag the mood down in here.
Gamer.
I'm boo-hooing. Nice shot. Well played. Oh, she busted out the Kingmaker. I'm in trouble now. All right. Got the wind going there. I'm going to put my top spin on, take a look at it. Okay. I like where my ball is right now with the top spin. I'm going to move it over just a tad because that wind is hardly going to do anything. And I'm aiming straight ahead. But I'm not going to overpower it because I want to hit it as perfect as I can. So let's see about that. Okay, I hit it great. And if I were to hit it great, I would want to hit it great on the opposite side. So hopefully we don't go in the rough, but I have a feeling we'll even do worse. We'll go into the sand. So this is why you want to make sure that you have error on both sides. So if you do hit it great, you don't end up in the, in the sand or wherever. So Deb's going to get her money back here. I wonder if she'll want to go best of 3 with me on this. Is she going to try to dunk it? No, not quite enough club.
Ow.
Man, I really thought we had a really favorable wind. That really sucked. Now she's going to have a nice easy putt. And I'm not even going to be able to get into chipping distance because it's on the left side of the fairway. If it was on the right side, maybe. Yeah, it's going to take a miracle. But we'll play for it. I'm actually just going to go for it all. Get as close as I possibly can. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I hate when people say that. Because it's PvP, bro.
And Deb's going to take this one. Your alert said James Franco had a sex allegation against him. Yes, it did. I saw that. I wasn't going to say anything. But I'm a fan of James Franco. So, I mean, I hope it's not true. But with all the news that's going on in Hollywood these days, it's not a surprise to me. I'm not going to lie and say that, I'm shocked or anything. Hopefully it's untrue. All right. Focus Danielson for perfect. No, you did it wrong, Danielson. Paint left, paint right. I can't do a good Miyagi. I'm going to have to bring this camera down some. Study long, study wrong, right? And that's what happened to me. Good game. Hopefully she gives me a chance to redeem myself. Come on, Dad. Bring it back one more time. Hey, sweet. Yeah, Hollywood is very dirty. I'm glad I don't live there. I'm glad I'm not raising a family there. I mean, I seen it a while ago, going back to Billy Ray Cyrus taking those nude pictures with his daughter. I mean, that's just like weird. All right, so here's another course of mine that is one of my favorites. Hopefully I don't end up in the bunker every other shot. And the way that Deb is taken is the way that I always take. Interesting that she's using Thor's hammer here. Tour 6 is definitely a lengthy course, a lot of it. The Kingmaker is really helping her out. This is just a little too much in my face. Back off, man, back off. There we go. And that's right about where I'm hoping to end up myself.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Kid Rock says, I wish there was more money there. Better weather and better fish, too. Right, right. All right, we got a big old 10-mile-an-hour wind here in our faces, so I'm going to move it over this way, let the wind carry it some. And I'm just going to pull it all the way back and hope for the best. And I didn't want to hit it on the left-hand side, but I should have left enough room. Don't hit the rough. Hitting the rough is not a good thing there. It can be overcome, but now I'm going to have to overpower my next shot. And I forgot to switch my club out again. Well, that's what I get for a rematch. But my God, I'm definitely going to want some top spin here. Wow, she's got hers upgraded to 7. That's all right.
He picked me up and dropped me in the lava.
We'll make do.
I had like 4 dragon eggs.
And she played this perfectly again. This way you get your short iron to put you right up next to the hole. Just past the sand up here. Hopefully I can play similar. But because I hit that rough, I'm not all the way close by the sand trap, which is where I want to be. Now I have a decision to make. I can overpower it and hopefully go in, which it doesn't look like it's going to reach. Or I could just power it normally and hope it stops on the fairway. And that's what I'm going to do with this mistake case here. I'm just going to pull back normal. Let it clip the rough. And hopefully it stops itself. Right? Yeah, that's fine. So this is one case where if I'm using a wood, I'm going to like all the backspin. However, if I'm using the long iron, we have the same long iron. Same thing. I got the backbone. I got a lot of backspin.
Oh, did you fall?
Mark Rice said overpower it. You know, I was afraid, Mark, with, what do you call it, with only the 2 front spin, 2 top spin. Had I had my hammerhead, I would have definitely done it. Big dog, I would have done it. Sniper, I might have even done it. But 2 top spin just, I don't know, I felt like I was going to end up in the water.
Listen, I was...
So, just as Deb is doing, all you're trying to do is get off of that saddle area so it won't roll down on either side there. See how it's shaped funny, kind of like a horse's saddle? Now I got to try to make that shot with a bit harder club. Let's see here. How much room do we got?
But I was grabbing it, right? All of a sudden, as I'm grabbing it...
Okay, so I'm going left side spin because at every cost I want to avoid this sand trap. And I'm also going up a little so the ball might roll down. But if it does roll down, it's going to roll towards the flag and hopefully not towards the sand or the rough behind it. Let's see. This is definitely a harder shot than it should be, and this is all because I hit... Okay, I'll take it. All because I hit the rough on my tee shot. But she has a nice easy putt. We have a nice easy chip in. and we'll be going to a shootout. Yes, the green does look like a maxi pad. Good observation, Matt. I'm not going to take a rematch, win or lose, because I really want to switch my clubs. I see Faith over there.
Okay, I'll take the turn and I'll look for eggs, okay?
This is a very fresh green. You can tell it was, it's a springtime green. Makes me think of dandelions and daffodils.
Do you see a green beacon? There should be a green beacon for your body.
And I think it's fitting that this comes down to a shootout.
You see one?
I won one. She won one.
Do you see it?
I was barely able to keep pace with her. It was a lot harder shooting with my wood shot. But, you know, that's what I get for clipping the green. And it's my favorite course. So I showed you guys this with the sniper. Now I'm going to show you it works just as well. I believe it works just as well with the Guardian. I'm going one top spin. Now I just need to make sure, oh crap. Now I just need to make sure that I do not hit yikes. Okay. I'm kind of being forced to rush here. Wasn't ready for this. Please be set up right. Okay, I like where it bounced. And there we go. So just like I showed in my little 5-minute video that I uploaded, even though in that one I got a hole in one, within 5 yards on this hole is generally pretty good, although Deb's very good. She may be able to get closer. Yeah, I wish it was spring as well, Lisa. And thank you, Tennessee. For the chip-in compliment. Oh, this is interesting. Never thought about attacking this way. Now, Opic, I'm curious to know why you would want me to switch my my backbone for the Saturn. I definitely see its use on Tour 7 and Tour 8, but Tour 6, I think the backbone's a better club. So I'd like to really get your input on that. I think she beat me. Nice shot. Good game. And she beat me fair and square. I won the first game. She came in and won the last two. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch out my clubs. I wish we could have rematched some more, but it is what it is. They just mowed it, said San Diego Steve. Well done, says Lisa Marie. Thank you, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. Going with the sniper.
How did my crap just die?
And let's go back to Tour 6 and try to win some. Helios, what's up, RJ? Driving home. Just got off from work. Hope everything goes good for you tonight. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Good to see you in here again, Helios. We're at the Milano. And this is the hole where we ended up with a 1 mile-an-hour wind. We ended up all the way over on the other side. So now, yikes. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get the ball to go up as far as I can. You know, actually, one of the smarter things that I'm starting to think about here is taking off the top spin, because I don't need to be in that bottleneck area to have a shot on the green. Now I'm going to adjust over about to here for the 8.9 mile-an-hour wind, and maybe we could stop right around that bottleneck. Great shot. I'm happy it was to the right and not to the left. No, I'm not. Wow. Okay. I guess I over-adjusted, which doesn't really make sense because isn't the Isn't the extra mile one? Oh, I got it backwards. I was thinking two. It's no, I am right. Isn't it 2 rings per mile an hour? If it was 2 rings per mile an hour, how in the world did I end up in the sand? I don't know. Maybe someone could tell me that. Opix said I have to overpower it, and that there was a slight headwind. Yeah, I guess. Well, we both ended up in the sand, but I'm treating this like tournament. Even the holes that aren't in the tournament, I'm really not doing so well today, guys. Some days you got it, and some days you don't. And today, I definitely don't. So, I'm just going to go ahead and aim here. I'm not going to pull back too far or anything, just so I can get me a shot with my regular golf clubs. Need to stay out of the rough and out of the sand. And we should be able to get on green with our next shot, just like them. Roger says 2 miles an hour per ring. I thought it was 1 mile an hour per ring if there was 100% accuracy, though. Am I wrong on that? Because if it's 2 miles an hour per ring, that would make it more... See, this is where I get confused. That would make it more inaccurate. 2 miles per hour per ring. Because I thought, yeah, I'm pretty sure if it's 100 accuracy, it's 1 ring equals 1 mile per hour. All right. Now, see, here's another thing. The Saturn doesn't reach quite as far as the Backbone does, but it's not by much. Oh, and here's another little trick for you guys. See how the target... Look at the target size. This is the Backbone all the way up. And this is the Sniper at its shortest distance. So even though both of them are right around 100, they appear to be the same size, which tells me long iron 100% accuracy or 100 accuracy is better than wood if the wood has 100 rating as well. I never knew that. San Diego Steve says 2.1 miles per hour per ring for the extra mile 7. I'll just round that to 2 because I'll never remember 2.1. But I always get that backwards and confused. Is it rings per mile an hour? Is it mile an hour per rings? I'll remember now for a little bit. But I won't remember, come tomorrow or whatever. I got to write that down somewhere by me where I normally play.
Say a bit shady, but okay.
Thank you guys for the input. That's why I love the community like this. Not only do you guys help each other out, you help me out.
Say a bit shady, but okay.
All right. That was ugly.
I mean, you did give us our stuff
We
back,
got
surprisingly.
Kenta Shia Gang. I hope I said that right. Could you send me a friend request on PS4? My username is
What's his name?
Demount Plays, and I'm Ronaldo's stepson. I'll try, but because this is a live stream where you just typed it, that's going to disappear when the stream's over. So it would be better if you sent me a friend request. Hey, we get another shot at this one. Just my name is It's RJTV. If you search that, you should find me no problem. But there is a _YT at the end,
What?
which I kind of regret doing. Because now when I play a game, everyone thinks I'm good, like I'm some YouTuber. Okay, 5.3. And see, this is the thing. Isn't this one? Well, hopefully that does it. All right. So same placement and everything. Assuming I'm judging for the wind, we should be anywhere from, okay, what is it? 1 to 4, or hole in 1 to, what do I want to say? Hole in 1 to 5 yards away. So I did do good on the wind there, and it's really hard to beat 1.83. Greg K says, yo, RJ, this is my other account. All right. Kenteshi, I hope I'm saying that right, says, okay, thanks. Opic says that first drive was slightly head plus side wind. The number will need corrections. Okay. Wind per ring. Got to remember that. Wind per ring. Thanks, San Diego Steve.
I thought these people are base location. Worst case scenario, they read us. Oh no.
Uh-oh, what are they doing? And see, when you know how to play this hole, your opponents will just give up. And that's what that looked like. That was just kind of like, I ain't going to beat 1 point, whatever, so I'm just going to toss it. So we're back on the winning ways, but I don't want to just win. I don't want to play ugly. You want a rematch? Okay. Definitely do not want to play ugly. Because if I'm playing ugly, I'm not able to teach the people who are here to learn anything with my ugliness. Thank you, Lisa Marie. Okay, now we're starting to get some low output, so brace yourselves, guys. Oh man, why do we keep getting the same courses? We might have some issues here and there. But once again, full top spin, full side spin to the right. I'm going to be doing full curl as well. One thing I really like is it's a soft wind and it's not blowing towards the rough. So I'm just going to leave it right where it's at. And I could probably overpower it just a tad. Like you see, it's barely shaking right now. Perfect shot. I don't think we have much to worry about. That's where I want it to hit. Now go away from the rough, see? And that sets us up for a very easy second shot. We got Andrew Cabby in the house. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us. And like I said, if anyone needs to contact me, please type my name. It's RJTV. No apostrophe, no spaces. And it'll highlight that you're trying to that you're trying to get my attention, and then that way, because I can't keep up with the chat and also give you guys a play-by-play on what I'm doing here. Man, yesterday's your phone screen is lagging on my side. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Flash. I'm back up to good stream health at the moment, but yeah, I did go down. Our internet has been up and down all day today. I'd rather have it mess up today since tomorrow's such a big day. I definitely want to play with you guys. Common cards tomorrow. All common golf clubs, no epics, no rares. And, we'll also go basic ball as well. All right, so here we go. Not too excited about the wind. I'd never like when the wind blows in that direction. But I'm going to make my club even a little bit less accurate by putting backspin on it. However, I need to make sure that the ball stops rolling around. Now, keep in mind, the wind's going to take it this way. But I don't want it to take it off the cliff. So that right there feels about good for me. Even though if you look at it, it looks like I'm going to end up going off of the green. That shouldn't happen. The wind should take me closer to the cliff. Like that, and then this horrible thing like this will happen. I didn't even go far enough. Wow, I can't stay out of the rough, and I can't stay out of the... Believe it or not, guys, I'm really good at Tour 6. This is just one of those days. Laggy a bit here. Thought it might be my end. No, it's my end. Right now, I see it. I'm looking up at it, and I see it. And that kind of bothers me because it tells me the stream health
They have a full like text.
is in the green, which is excellent.
Huh. They're not.
All right, it's going to take a miracle on this one. So my voice isn't lagging, just the phone is lagging.
Oh, he's at the bridge right now. I'm going
What
back.
the? Okay.
No.
Physics, who needs it, right? Nobody needs physics.
Because it'll
I
be,
love
like,
that
some fun
face.
stuff then.
Nobody needs physics. We need to tell Playdemic. Physics is overrated. Balls generally go into outer space when you shoot them. When you take a shot. This shot makes total sense. All I got to do is aim for the sand.
What?
It didn't even do what the ball guide said it would do. Good old physics. Even if I hit it perfect, there just was no saving that one. Flash says we all have bad days. Yes, we do. San Diego Steve has my blue bag set up for me. Sounds good. Lisa Marie says, days, I'm on a bad week right now. You know, I've been playing great this week. And then I come on here today and... Good game, Doug. You deserved it. You want a rematch? No? Okay. You guys want to see what's in my chests? If you guys want to see what's in my chest, let me know in the comments, and after this next game, I'll either open them or I'll let them sit there. I didn't want any Tour 6 chests, but if you guys want to see what's in them, they are Tour 7. Maybe I can get my Apocalypse. Not that I would use the Apocalypse right away, but it would be nice to have it so I could start getting cards for it. Chris says dunk it.
Guess what? That's what the least.
Okay, wow, this is a really fun course as well. Flash won about 99% of his games today. That's awesome. I won about 4% of my games for this live stream, right?
Yeah.
Glad you're having a great play week, RJ. Thank you. That's why I got so much money, almost 2.5 million gold coins. As soon as I get to 3 million, I can go back. I can go into Tour 8 for the first time. Flash says open them.
What do you say? I just moved.
I mean, they're just basic Tour 7 chests. You know,
Do you think
there's
these are
not
much
gold
better
or
than
anything.
the
They're all
Empire?
just silver. Okay, so here,
Mike,
with the wind blowing down towards me,
how much
I'm going to have to fully overpower it. And on top of overpowering it, I don't want to land in the rough. I put the spin on to curl me closer to the trees. We got to get just past the trees where Pat landed.
move the skate boy?
Perfect shot. So you'll see the ball bounce right there. Now it should curl in a little bit. Gets us just past the trees. And now we're going to have... this is really two hard shots. I mean, it's hard on the first shot because you got to overpower it all the way. And if you hit it great, there's the potential of having it go into the, the rough. And now you get this bottleneck up here. See how thin that is? There's a razor thin area for you to try to get your ball, right on the green there. A lot of times you end up right on the rough. And honestly, the way that wind's blowing with where he's set up, I have a feeling he's going to end up down in a bunker. Okay, there he goes. That's what needs to be done. Scott Knox keeps sending me messages. I need Scott to hop on the live stream. Must not know I'm streaming. Joe K's in the house. Ain't seen you in a while, Joe. How you doing?
See you, Mike.
Lisa said, I know you've worked hard for us. San Diego Steve says,
Come on, Donnie.
chests.
Too cold.
Andrew Cabby lost a ton of trophies and
I'm not even really bad.
money today with a rather sizable losing streak. Sorry to hear that, bud. All right, now let's get this wind to face north. There we go. Let's move it away some. I believe this is 1 mile an hour per ring. Am I correct on that?
When it hatches, just make sure here. I'll imprint the first one. Just watch the other one. Make sure they don't burn on the fire.
Perfect shot. That bottleneck scares the daylights out of me.
Move it, move it, move it.
Ah, that figures. So close, and this is just always a tough shot. I always have a hard time with it. So Pat will get a nice little chip in. Was I right though? I lost my train of thought there. Is that club 1 mile an hour per ring?
Yeah, but where the heck is the other one?
All right, we really would like to have this. Let me focus for perfect here. And I get great.
Oh, I never placed it down.
And another
So
loss.
we can do the other one. Leave this one out. Put it on follow.
Donnie Baker, can I get everyone's opinion, please? I have the off-roader level 3 and the Nirvana level 3. I keep using the off-roader because of the top spin and backspin. Since the Nirvana is lacking, should I wait to use it? Donnie, I would say no. I would say definitely use the Nirvana. All right. Maybe we'll get some luck here. Let's open up 2 of these chests.
I'm starting to
Think we're going to get an apocalypse here? Let's take a look.
These are some old.
We haven't in I don't know how many thousands of games. Why would I expect to now? Ooh, a dart, thank you. 2 extra mile cards, very generous.
Move this keyboard.
And we could definitely upgrade the runner, although I don't have money just to throw away.
You're this one. It's okay.
200 gold coins, very generous. Backbone cards, thank you, needed those badly. Happy for the sniper cards. And the Nirvana. Alright, so now when we play games, we're going to get Tour 6 chests. Yucky. Man, I am really on a losing streak.
Yeah, now, can you see it?
Up, Tennessee Matt disagrees with me. He's going with the off-roader.
I think you might have accidentally picked it up.
San Diego Steve says I was right on my accuracy. 1 mile per hour per ring.
Place it in the middle.
Are we running low? Okay, we get our chance to redeem ourselves on this hole here. So once again, I want to hit right around here in the corner. Full top spin to try to get away from the rough. I'm putting on slight curl, or, well, not slight curl, but side spin there. I'm just going all the way in the corner like this because the wind is going to take me, and I'm going to overpower it just a bit. Well, about halfway, I should say. And I'm also going to put a little bit of curl in because I really don't want to end up in the rough. Don't like where I landed there, so hopefully the ball slows down. Slow. Well, guys, it just ain't my day today. Joe said, thank you for tagging me, Joe. Tour 6 is a fun tour. This tournament will be the first time on Southern Pines on Expert. Pro was not too bad the last time. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing Pro. I just don't have the money to play otherwise. The accuracy of the Nirvana is awesome, but also the distance of it is 2 things that I really love about the Nirvana.
Yeah, we do have enough.
Oh, you got a gold ribbon, Matt, on the last tournament? Congratulations, man. Okay, I don't know why people go straight up. 8.2 miles an hour. I don't think I have enough top spin to... Nope, not going to do that. We're just going to have to... You know, it's not a killer. We're not dead by any stretch of the imagination because we can still make it with our wood. Just slow your roll. No, we can't. Wow. 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 Francois in the house. Wow, Dexter. I'm on a date trying to multitask. I feel important. My man's on a date and he pulls up my stream. Thank you, sir. It's a hot date nonetheless, ain't it?
No, I'm gonna give. Can I give your poison?
Aaron, what time am I going to stream tomorrow? I am not sure. I always try to be cognizant of other people who stream. And, you know, a lot of it depends on when, you know, my fellow YouTubers are streaming. Because if I could help it, I don't like to step on toes. And because I really don't have a schedule, I don't, you know, I'm not going to hold them to one or anything like that. All right, let's see. Can we do this with the Nirvana? What I'm trying to do here is go as high up on the tampon as possible so it'll roll towards the hole. So can we get it in the center of the tampon? I'll never be able to call it a horse saddle again, Matt. Thanks. We got the perfect shot. Can we hop over the sand? And I'm happy with that. Wow, didn't think the Nirvana was going to do it for me. And this is why I don't like taking the straight route. Because they end up, you know, you end up in the sand a lot. We landed right where we wanted to on that tampon, didn't we? Or did he call it a maxi pad? I'm not sure which one he called it. See, even the guy I'm playing heard me. Got to hit him with the unlucky.
Just take Jiraiya, I guess. Alright, yeah, take it. But make sure you put me there first. There you go.
Joe K says if you're on the fringe and fairway on this hole, always dunk it. I don't always dunk it, but there are some instances where you're just so close it doesn't make sense not to dunk it. I used to be in a dunking, you know, I would dunk everything, but lately I really haven't been. I need a more comfortable chair, man. This one just, it kills my side. San Diego Steve. I guess it just came across there. All right. Good luck. I'm so happy I keep getting this course because I showed you guys that video that I posted up. All the way to the right on side spin, one up spin. I want to show you that, what do you call it? Oops. That I'm consistent with it as well. But this is a harder shot because for 9 miles an hour, I'm going to have to overpower it some.
No, just wait.
I could easily overpower it too much. But if I hit it properly, you'll constantly see, boop, oh, that was a little off. Yikes. Oh, I need a second, guys. I got to stretch. I'll be back in 1 moment. You guys think I need a new chair? See why it's so uncomfortable? Okay. Sorry about that.
They have like ice women.
Joe K says this is so much harder on the second tee and stronger winds. I'm sure it is, man.
They have like tables.
Oh, we somehow won. Wow, I can't believe that. Good game. You want a rematch? I'll give it to you.
What'd you say?
Not interested? Okay, you're interested. Francois said last week it was minus 35 in Quebec, but today it's 7 degrees. Yeah, we were at minus
Is what good or bad?
minus like 5 last week, and today it hit 60.
It's good.
So, but we're getting a really bad storm tomorrow.
Do it now.
You like that, San Diego, huh?
I'm super far away.
Oh, we got Zen back in the house. How you doing, Zen?
I'm super far.
The stretching shadow man. We should all pitch in for a new chair for RJ, says Lisa Marie. I appreciate it, but it's all right. Don't worry about it. I'm not hard up for money. I just thought it would be really funny to show you guys the chair.
Never mind. I waited.
Oh no!
Passive tamers.
Gonna have to hit it out of the water.
These people in passive tamers got raging.
You guys are too kind. I can't accept gifts from you guys. You guys, just by hanging out with me, that is more than enough of a gift for me. I'm a hard man when it comes to things like that. I don't like taking things from people.
Hey, are you on a griff? Are you on a griff?
Like, I don't know. It's Flash says we were at about 65 today in Austin, Texas. That's kind of cool. Way up here in Cleveland, Ohio, we were only a couple degrees off of what it was in Austin, Texas. And see, it wasn't a big deal that he missed it, although I think this should be a bunker shot. Why does he get to hit it with a rough iron? Not that it matters either way. I mean, unless he had a really short rough iron. That definitely doesn't look like grass to me. It's brown. It's murky. It's underwater. Not that it affects the gameplay at all. It's just, I don't know. Just pointing out the obvious. J-Bone says Jesus ball alert. You guys remember what was it a stream? Wasn't it a tournament stream or something I was doing where my ball actually skipped across the water? That was insane. Okay, so 1 ring per 1 mile an hour. I'm seeing at least 2 rings there if you don't count the center, the yellow. 1, 2, so I'm right there. It's 3 rings. There should be no way with a perfect shot that I should hit the rough. It's my perfect shot. Hey, okay, I'll shut my mouth. So here's a question for you guys. Oh, Donnie Baker. I know I've just been lurking, but I have to go now. Thank you for the advice. Have a good night, RJ, and everyone else. Donnie, I apologize. Everyone in the chat and watching this video, I apologize. I don't know what got into me. I don't know why I'm playing horrible right now. You guys definitely deserve better, and I'm kind of disappointed in my play right now. Kind of irritating. But good night, Donnie. Okay, so here's a question I wanted to ask you ring counters out there. 100 is, you guys said 100 is 1 mile per hour for 1 ring. And I asked you that on the sniper. So what about the quarterback? I would think because the ball is in the air a lot longer for a driver than it is for a wood, that there should be different winds between something like a quarterback and the sniper. What say you?
Mario, where are you?
Okay, now I am not good at this shootout. I tried recording this shootout for you guys and I messed up on it a couple times. Not to mention, it's so hard to get the same thing again. That's why I just gave up on that project. So I know I want to get as close as I can to the top back corner.
Beat it into the gas.
Let's see if this works. Nope. But at least it was a wind issue. So Roger says it's the same. So then what? Good evening, Ronald. Thanks for stopping by.
I think it's salty at me.
And Joe says the same thing. Sniper and quarterback ring sizes are different, but same ring values. Okay. I get what you're saying, Joe. I get what you're saying. So then,
Base.
if it is saved, let's see. Donnie says RJ. It has nothing to do with how you're playing. I just have to go. I always enjoy what you have to offer, bro. Bad, good, or good play. I always learn something. Thanks, man. I mean, that wasn't directed at you. I didn't think you were leaving because I was sucking. I didn't mean to imply that, Donnie. I just meant to say, you know, I apologize just in general to everyone in the room that, I'm really stinking it up today.
We need it.
But see, the wind guide
You know, send me a minute.
specifically says if you go full power.
I'm gonna go take Sonata out and go beacon hunt.
I will have this conversation another time. I'm sorry, guys. I got to be focusing on what I'm saying on the course here. I'll never understand the ring system. Now, see, I don't like what Stan's doing here. Stan is jumping the river, fine. There's only a 2-mile-an-hour wind, fine. However, your chances of getting in the bunker are too high for me. And if you have a sniper or a decent wood, it's so much easier doing it the other way. Now, he lucked out and did get it between the two bunkers, so now he will have an easier shot, possibly with a long iron here, and he's not even happy with that shot. Me personally, I always play this hole safe. I go all the way to the top, and I put the curl to the left just to keep me out of a bunker. I'm sorry, by the river, and I'm not even going to overpower it. It looks like it was overpowered a tad. And, I'll shoot with my sniper, and I'll be happy with it. Now, you want to get as high up on here as possible, because then you take the sand trap out of play if I would have went and overpowered it even more. But the sand trap doesn't bother me that much. So look, he took that big risk and he's still using his sniper, even though he's probably using his sniper, at like 25% power, as to where I'll be using my sniper right around 95-100% power. And if he would have landed in the sand, he wouldn't have been able to reach, I don't believe. Joe K says wind rings is just a start. Each hole and elevations play a huge role as well. That's probably why I'll never understand them.
He's coming for me, gamer.
J-Bone says he prefers his route. He hates the approach from the left. It is a tricky approach, but the thing is if you land in the sand, I don't believe you can reach. That's my only problem with it. Yeah, I'm using 100%, but look at that. I'm not going to land in the sand no matter what on this particular shot because of, well, let's see, actually, technically speaking, the wind is blowing in that direction. So I'm going to bring it back down just some. And I'll go with a little bit of top spin here.
Lame.
You're lame.
You're
You're the lame one.
Am I going to be able to go on my PlayStation?
No.
No. Shortly. No, yeah, you should be able to. I just said how I'm not going to go in the sand, and I went in the sand. That is just one of these days. What?
Don't put my PlayStation in jail.
I don't think I did. I'm not sure. I got nothing, guys. All I could say is we went an hour. I give up. I got to put the phone down. I got to stop bleeding this money out. I got nothing, man. I'm not used to playing like this. I'm being a wine baby. Wow.
Where we get convention?
Okay, so right now it says the stream is healthy. He just got within 1.2 yards of the pin. My daughter just got home. She's going to be firing up her PlayStation, which is going to take away even more bandwidth. And I don't want to arm wrestle with the kids here over the internet today because tomorrow is such an important day for us. So I'm going to call this my last hole and thank every one of you guys for joining me. Means a lot. Appreciate you all. Oh, was that too much? Yes, it was. Good game. Thank you all for joining me. Really appreciate it. Am I going to play some PlayStation 4? Yes, I am, J-Bone. If you want to hop on. My gamer tag, I'll hurry up and type that in the comments. I am going to call it a day, San Diego Steve. Thanks, man. Where's the underscore? If you want to send me a friend request, just look up that name. Guys, have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. I need to go stretch a little bit. Thank you. Take care. See you tomorrow. Remember, Common Clubs.